I'm on a roll right now. I just want to record. I know somebody gonna be looking at this be like, yo, Jay, why you wearing the same outfit? I'm like, listen, man, I just feel like talking today. And when I feel like talking, this shirt is hard to put on, so I don't feel like taking it off. Like, let's just have a conversation. This video idea is gonna be talking about how I only date millionaires. And the thing about it is, especially when this first started happening for me, I didn't know. Like, I did not know. I had no clue about what people's financial situation was or anything like that. It wasn't something that I consciously put out into the universe. It wasn't something that I desired consciously. It just started happening. All I knew was that I was tired of going on dates with men who didn't pay or made it weird. All I knew, I was tired of dating men who didn't take initiative, and I was tired of, like, it was so bad. I feel so embarrassed saying it, but there was a time and point where I used to drive an hour and a half to go see this guy over and over again, and he would not come visit me. He wouldn't come pick me up from my space. It was a time where he would ask me to pay for dinner, and I would just do it. And we weren't even dating, like, we weren't even in a relationship. It was a time where I accepted dates at McDonald's, and there's nothing wrong with McDonald's. Like, you know, I might still get McDonald's fries from time to time, even though, like, you know, the GMO and all this stuff. I'm not perfect. I knew I wanted something better, especially when I started elevating within myself and I started to make money in my own business, you know, multiple six-figure earner. Like, it just kind of happened that way. I set the intention and it happened, and I was focused on it, so it happened. Boom. So at some point, I was just done. And I was like, I want to be treated like a goddess. I want to be treated like a queen. I want to be treated like a princess. And I want to be so grateful. And I want to feel good. I want to feel just like amazing in a guy's presence. And literally, I was on vacation. And I was on vacation at first. Not on vacation. I was on a vacation with my cousin, and then he happened to pull up. He didn't pay for anything. Okay, but I was on vacation with a friend, and then a guy that I was like talking to, we weren't dating or anything, he came, and then literally I ended up going to an event, and at the event I saw him. I saw for the first time the kind of guy that I wanted to be with, and I didn't know it consciously. I didn't know how much money he made. I didn't know what was in his bank account. I just knew that the power he had, the presence, the charisma, the take charge energy, but also soft and masculine at the same time. I just knew that that's who I wanted to date. That's who I wanted to be with. And I remember seeing this guy speak on stage, and I was just so captivated by him. And I was like, oh my God, that's the kind of guy I want to date. That's it. Like, I want to date. And it wasn't just like the fact that he was on stage and all this stuff. It was literally his energy. I was so attracted to this energy. So I ended up going to this event, and the next thing you know, like, I get into the VIP because I was a VIP ticket and stuff like that. And next thing you know, the same guy that I saw on stage, he comes to me, he asked me for my number, and he's like, oh, do you want to go on a date tonight? I'm like, I'm actually leaving. He's like, wait, what? Why? He was like, no, you don't leave. I was like, oh, you know, I just can't. And then I made a decision. I was like, let me go on a date. So I went on a date with him. At some point, I don't think it was that weekend, it was another weekend, and then I literally go on a date with him. He's treating me so nicely. We go to these beautiful restaurants. He's walking me on the street, on the right side of the street, making sure that no one is, you know, if a car is coming, he's covering me, making sure I'm okay before we walk into the street. I'm sitting here, I wanted anything. He kept on asking me, do I need anything? Do I need anything? And he was like there and giving me everything I desired. I was being so thankful, so grateful, because I honestly was, and I was like, oh my God, like, this is what I wanted. And then come to find out, this man is like a multi-millionaire. I had no clue. Like, I had no conscious clue. And then, you know, I kept on rotational dating. And the next thing you know, I'm just attracting baller after baller after baller after baller. I'm like, hold on. And the thing about it is, I would just attract these guys. Like, I would just be at an event, or maybe I'm on the street, or maybe on Instagram, maybe I'm wherever. And then I don't know what they do. Like, I don't know what's in their bank. I don't know what they do. And then it'll just come out in conversation. Oh yeah, like I have a super successful 7-figure business. Oh yeah, I do this and 8 figures. And I'm like, oh, okay. So here's the point of this video. It's not necessarily about the money. Money is great. Not gonna lie and say that money doesn't help. Money is amazing. It really is about the energy, first and foremost. The kind of guys that you wanna date. You wanna date men who are providers. You wanna date men who are masculine and in their energy. Because if a man is truly a provider, he will stop at nothing to make sure you are well, no matter what financial state he's in. And honestly, truly, if you're a woman and you're not financially stable at all, and if you're a guy and you're not financially stable at all, you probably should be dating right now. You probably should be wondering what's going on with the bank account and like how we can get out of the situation. But if you're in a place where you're like stable, or you're okay, you can start dating. You could definitely start, talking to people and talking to others, especially if you're a woman. And remember, it's not just about what's in his bank account. It's about the energy of the man. Like, the masculine energy is what you want. You don't have to worry about the money. If you trust that you will always be provided for, and that you will always be secure, and that, you're worthy of just high quality men, naturally the money will just come. You don't have to like, oh, how much money do you have? Do you do this? Do you do that? Like, it's not that deep. Literally, when you start vibrating on a different energy, you'll just start attracting those kind of men. Like, when I tell you, I had no clue. I knew they were doing something, obviously, but I didn't know that they was multi-billionaires. And literally, it was a joke in my friendship circle. They'd be like, Jalen just only accidentally dates millionaires. Like, we literally all figure out after the fact what these guys actually do or what they actually get into. So yeah, that's my story on how I accidentally date millionaires and really started dating really amazing people, really amazing men. I'm at the place in my life now where I feel like I'm actually ready, almost there, for a serious committed relationship. Because when I get into a relationship, I want to date for marriage. I want to date for a long-term commitment. So I've just been dating recently, but I think, my heart is healed. I think I'm getting to that phase, especially as I get around the age of 25, when my Venus starts to mature. I'm like, yeah. I'm ready. Like, I'm ready for a relationship. And I've helped a lot of people get into relationships and attract their soulmate, and so I know and I know what to do and everything. I was just on myself and in my own energy. I was at a place where I'm like, I'm actually just enjoying my dating life, like 5th house vibes. But yeah, that's my story. So if you guys want to actually learn how to do the same thing, y'all want to actually do the inner work that led me here, then check out my course, How to Date Up, how to increase your dating life and make it magnetic and magical, and how to go from like how I went from just struggle, just so struggle, it was just such struggle dating life, to like, oh, spicy. Like, I literally have it on my wall. I don't know if you can see like this right here, but it literally says, my love life is satisfying, exciting, deep, and fulfilling. Because this is something I manifested, and I did the inner work to manifest it. So yeah, check that course out down below. I just released it. It's brand new. Also, my feminine seduction course, that's another one. We kind of hint on those topics in there, but that course is more about attraction and seduction with your energy. Both very powerful stuff. I had people that took that course. One of my favorite reviews is a girl who said she took that course and she literally said she made multiple 6-figure months, and men, like she's attracting men left and right, taking her on vacations and all that stuff. Like, literally, I think that's my favorite review. And then there's another girl who said that also kind of same thing. She's in like these amazing relationships and she's married and stuff like that just by setting her intention. So yeah, check out those courses and let's get it, girl. Let's upgrade your life. You deserve premium in all aspects. You deserve to attract premium, to date premium, to be with premium, to have premium in your bank account, to have a premium business, and to just live the best life that you can. So yeah, peace. And also, one last quick tip. Even if you don't come from wealth, you want to have the energy like you come from wealth, okay? Like, I'm not poor. I didn't grow up poor. My family definitely started getting wealthy when I was like 15, and I saw my parents hustle, all right? But at the end of the day, I don't need money because I have my own business and I make money from my own business, So even if you don't have that situation, vibrate on that energy. I don't need your money. I'm not here for the money, because then that's when you actually, those kind of men will naturally gravitate towards you because they feel safe in your presence. But if they feel like you're a predator, you just want them for money and stuff like that, trust me, like you're not gonna attract those kind of people. So